Power on. Bluetooth mode. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda, 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 Gaurachandra, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Nityananda, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhika, Radhika, Radharani, Radhika, 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 Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Nityananda 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 Gauranga Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Here's the link. And there we go. Whoever wants to join, please come up. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna. Lalita, welcome. Thanks for coming. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radha. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Radha, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gauranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radha, Radha, Radha. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 oh my Lord Krishna, Krishna. Oh Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, I was thinking about today the glories of the name Krishna. I was hearing the that pastime where Lord Chaitanya was going to South India, and he was he meets these people there, and they're always great instructions, about the glories of the truth. So he meets that. I told the story so many times, but it's always fantastic. These stories are, was like, if you don't hear these stories, you missed out on real life. This is the real life. Real life is in these truths, in these stories. This Lord Chaitanya is South India, and he meets a Brahmin who's chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. He represents the absolute truth. Getting happiness doing that 24 hours a day, is always chanting, from a childhood. And then he studied the glories of the names of God, and he came across that Krishna was the greatest name. But he couldn't chant it. He couldn't get the taste for it. He didn't have the taste for it. Isn't that the way it is? Like people, there's chanting, and maybe they got something. You can get liberation, salvation. Matter of fact, it even says, it's you Google search it, it comes right up. You can get liberation and salvation, but it doesn't say about transcendental mellows, because this is a great secret, even though it's explained in the book. It's explained. It's the main thing, but nobody sees it. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. So he meets a Brahmin in South India, and because he's a Krishna devotee, Lord Chaitanya. He's chanting Krishna, Krishna with great ecstatic devotion. It influenced him, and just by his association, he began to chant Krishna, 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 and then he could realize the glories of that that he read about the holy name. He said, Krish represents the absolute truth, okay? And Na is the absolute pleasure. Okay? Then you put them together, you got Krishna, the absolute truth, and the absolute pleasure. So self-realization is realizing the name Krishna is the absolute name. It's above all other names. And Na, the pleasure, is above all other pleasures. See? That's self-realizing. That's getting the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. See? Yeah. And only the devotees who have it, they act in the capacity of being able to awaken this taste in others. It's like that Brahmin was awakened to chanting Krishna. He was already a liberated soul. But that shows you how high this chanting is. He couldn't chant it, even as a liberated, unless he had the association. That's why I've always preached like this. It's always that way. Jesus brought forth the Holy Spirit. See, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So, actually, this paradise, not heaven. Heaven is... if you say thy will be done on earth or heaven and hell, it should be all those places. The will of God is to deliver this mercy to everybody in this Kali. Heaven too. Heaven is empty for a devotee. To be in a nice place without Krishna is like I'm in a fucking nice place, man. I got a place on the 25th floor, cheap though. I'm not fucking wasting money either. But I'm on the 25th floor, a pool up there. A beach right over there, beautiful view, everything. But without Krishna, it would be like hell to me. But hell or heaven or earth, it doesn't matter with Krishna. It makes everything meaningful. See, but that means you have to realize who Krishna is. That's the name is very important. And then you need the spark to chant it from the devotees who have that relationship. This is what's missing from Vaishnavism now. If they don't get this, the Vaishnavism will disappear again. It'll go underground again, because this is what gives it life. It went underground. Lord Chaitanya brought it back to life. People forgotten about it because the taste wasn't there. The name, the Krish was around, and the na without the pleasure, with chanting it without the pleasure, it just disappears. Why would you do something that doesn't give you pleasure? Okay? And Krishna is the highest pleasure, but it's out of the reach of even the demigods. They also need to meet a Vaishnava. They had to come to Lord Chaitanya to chant with this prem. They came, it's in the Chaitanya Bhagavat. They came and said, please, they prayed for it. Please give us this prem. Yeah. If they're praying for it, and here in this world, this God-forsaken world, but he hasn't forsaken. I mean, the devotees are here teaching these things. Well, maybe only us. We got some Christians, but who's so clear? Who's clear about this? We got some clarity here. This is what the Vaishnavas need to know, is like, hey, you find somebody that knows Krishna, the whole name. Otherwise, it's part of the name. If you only know Krish and not the na, the pleasure of it, you don't know the Krish. This is the secret meaning on the spiritual master, chapter 1 of Adi Leela. Krish, see, isn't it funny? The highest verse is right there in the chapter 1. If you don't, it's because it's so important. You got to be, Krishna looked at the love of Radharani. See, the na, the pleasure. That love is pleasure, man. See? He looked at that love and he says, wow, she knows about me, the Krish, the absolute truth, because of that na, the love, the bhakti, the devotion. I wish I knew it that much, but I don't have that much devotion. So you see those with deep devotion here, they were the first ones. The ones who get the devotion, they understand what's going on. Remember Lalita, when she got the devotion, man, and then she started to realize, wow, this is a Jesus trip. Wow, this is really real. Wow, this is special. I'm here to promote. See, all this is realizing because of if she didn't have that devotion awakened, she wouldn't have this. It's the bhakti that brings the realization of the Krish or Krishna, the whole thing. What is the Hare Krishna movement? What makes it move is the bhakti, the devotion. It's the life. See, Krishna's life is Radha, his devotion is the life. And we get to know that because you come on the same page as Krishna. Now Krishna will say to you in devotion, you see that's my life, is that devotion. Without it, it's like, yeah, Krishna is everywhere. He's in everything. He is everything. But so fucking what, man? I don't feel any pleasure in that. I don't get it. But when the devotion awakens, oh, yeah, all right, he's in everything, everywhere. Yeah, I can be happy now being in a 25-story building, I know sometimes it makes I feel like, where is he, And fucking paradise is a piece of shit to me. Without Krishna, without feeling that the pleasure of being close to Krishna and seeing how it's all him, then there's no happiness here. But, people don't know this standard. That's the thing. They don't know. But the devotees are here to teach this stuff by personally experiencing it. Because they have relationship with the verses as part of their internal life experience. Okay? And this is how you get directed. That's the meaning of spiritual master, is they're the captain, the director of this play. You want to play like this? You want to chant the holy name with this great ecstatic? It's not weird. It's not strange. It's not crazy. It's not mad. It's the perfect sanity. But to people, most people are in illusion. Most Vaishnavas Vaishnava really is a realized soul. They're Vishnu Tattva, they know even more than that, actually. Krishna Tattva. Yeah. So yeah, Krishna. This is the thing. Yeah. And then the pleasure. Now you realize, and that's why the devotees get continual inspiration to chant because the name is unlimited. Name Krishna. Krishna is unlimited. Unlimited pleasure and unlimited realization about it. Juicy, juicy, juicy fruit, man. Juiciest fruit. See, so everybody, you should, you Hari Krishnas, they teach you that the idea is to have a bona fide guru. But, if you don't have this kind of guru, you haven't lived yet. You don't know what life is. There's some thousands of gurus who chant Krishna without that pleasure awakened. I mean, especially at that level where it's described the transcendental symptoms. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you choke up, you cry. Mucus comes from your nose, and these are just symptoms of intense pleasure of God, the pleasure of God and realizing God. The Lord Chaitanya came to give us that. He hasn't stopped. All you have to find is a devotee chanting like Lord Chaitanya and relishing transcendental mellows. Then you found the path. You found everything. You found the perfect purification, found the path. You found how you can abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to Krishna. Doesn't it say that? Surrender to me, abandon all varieties of religion. When you surrender to Guru, that's that. If they're chanting like that, Krishna has accepted them as his transcendental body to deliver you out of illusion. And that's how you abandon all varieties of religion, because now you have the absolute truth in the form of the guru, the perfect guru. Then they can act whatever way in the world, as worldly people do. But if you can chant with mature devotion and realization, you're the best association in the world. We make people that are better than 1,000 of these ISKCON gurus. Here, even disciples, they're getting it. Lord Chaitanya came to do that. I got the order from Prabhupada to do this now. It's authorized, even by, can you believe it? Even by your Prabhupada out there, if you don't know this, and which you really can unless you chant like this, then you need to go to those who chant like this if you want to be delivered. And this is open. Hey, if you followers of any of those gurus, if they tell you, that, oh, you never leave your guru and everything, because I sort of say the same thing, right? But the only thing is there's the real thing and there's the false thing. See? The false thing is the false gurus, the imitators. They also take advantage of the scriptures speculation to kind of tweak the word. See, they tweak the word by, oh yeah, you see, the scriptures say never leave your guru. And Gaurahari says never leave your guru. Never leave your bhakti guru, chants holy and great ecstatic devotion. But these false gurus, their words are false. They don't realize this thing. And if you leave them for the real guru, the real spiritual master, if you get convinced logically to do that, then you get flowers showered from heaven, just like Bali Maharaj. That's Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam says Bali Maharaj, he gave up his guru simply because his guru didn't care about Shuddha Bhakti. Matter of fact, he was adverse to it. And he got instruction from Prahlad Maharaj, like, I'm instructing the world now. I'm instructing all you ISKCON devotees. I'm not just, that's already been done. Bhagavatam targeted Bali Maharaj and hit the world, but the world doesn't know it's been hit until it has the devotee, locking on to every single one of those ISKCON devotees or whoever you are out there. If you in your heart, there's some sincerity that you really want God, this is how you do it. And the only way you do it, you have to get out of the prison that you're in. The false acharya is the prison. It's like we have it here. The false acharya comes here. The Coles and Johan, they're false acharyas, man. See, and you see the weak ones, they believe in them. And they praise the false acharyas, just like you guys. But you know what? They cannot prove that they're bona fide, because you got to know Krishna. You got to know the absolute pleasure and have the symptoms and the realization of that. Otherwise, you're a fucking Johan Putana. Gets a little energy here and goes to imitates his way into the position, but doesn't know Guru Tattva, can't explain anything. And he acts like a Vaidhi, actually like a baby, like a little fucking baby, man. I think he should hide in the cupboards again. I think he's, you know. And then you got Mr. Nice Guy over there, Cole. Oh, he's such a nice guy. He's so great. Yeah, he's so great, but he'll poison your bhakti because he doesn't have any faith in Guru, man. Look at poor Gabriel. Yeah, go ahead, Lilita.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj. First, you've got to know why you cannot abandon your guru. You've got to know why. There must be a reason. And that's only you only know that when you know that your guru is non-different from God, when he has those qualities, when he's carrying that amount of knowledge, and when he carries that spirit, when prema is emanating from him, and when he's delivering others, and where there are witnesses who testify, hey, this one here is doing it,
Yeah.
Otherwise you can abandon gurus who if they don't give anything, if nobody is actually witnessing this person is really bona fide because in my life this and this and this happened, really happened, really substantial things, really substantial things that you can prove. Look at the realizations that I get from him. Look at the symptoms of ecstasy, etc., etc. That is guru. That is the one.
You get fruit. See, by their fruits they shall be known. In your life, you got to see. It's interesting. When I was at Narayan Raj thing, it was the same kind of preaching. They're all doing it. The false gurus. And Narayan Raj was, see, he knows also kind of like what I'm not teaching here, but he said the same thing. And that's why my wife left here. Because he's saying, hey, you can leave all these gurus because they're neophytes. Yeah, leave Gaurahari and come to me. See? But where there's no symptoms of this ecstatic bhakti in that sangha. So that's where you use that teaching and in the wrong way, in a sense. It's an imitation of the right way. That's why they're, like these guys that come here like Johan and Cole, they want to imitate this, but they can't do a good job of it because they're not really empowered. They're not really purified. They can't pull it off. See, the ecstasy is not there. Not clean. And they all admit they get it, something here, right? They get something, but it's misused because it's not authorized. I'm not authorizing it. The Bhakti Guru's not authorizing it. Then there's a reason. Because it's poisoned. It's like Kalya must have got some energy from being in Vrindavan, but it was not clean. It was full of poison, and that's what we got in religion in Vaishnavism. They're talking about Vrindavan, but there's poison there. See, so that's we siphon that off because this is authorized. It's in the real line. Yeah, this is where it's all going. Here you'll perfect your bhakti. This is what Lord Chaitanya told his people, go to this ecstatic devotee and you'll perfect your bhakti. He told the brothers, even brothers of Srivas, you go to your brother and you can perfect your bhakti, otherwise not. Serving him is like serving me. That's real guru. When you got a real guru, serving them is like serving the God directly. it's better than serving the deity. Even that's my ex-wife gave up this kind of service that she could do, to help the world, to just sit there and ruin her hands, with making flower garlands all fucking day. Whoopie do. I mean, these are people, they give so many things, complete misfortune, Yeah. But anyway, she's we just continue, right? We just go on, and we do what we do, we get what we get, and things happen. Some people get it, or they get it now, like it's taking hold in some people's lives like right away, and others, got to go through different experiences. It's always been that way, isn't it? This they just, people left Jesus, they went away and did other things. Some people just heard, the parables, and then got the healing and then went away. And a few people, they came and they stayed. Like here, you see, a few people came and they're staying. But look what's going on. You guys are becoming saints. No, many of you are already saints. Saint means the Lord chooses you, automatically become a saint, man. Or you become better than 1,000 of these ISKCON sannyasis who may do austerities and everything. But hey, the Lord ain't awakened and living in them. He's dormant in them, but he's awakened in you guys. You're better than the 10,000 of those sannyasis. You can lead people onto the right path, and they can't. They don't even care about the real path, right? Show me what, don't tell me that you're interested in bhakti and you're a Raghu Nugu bhakti and everything if you're not here. This is the best, this is the largest expression of ecstatic devotional path or teaching of it I've ever seen. Everybody else is in fear, but we don't want to show it because they ain't got it. They think they got it in their mind. Their crazy minds. But there's no manifestation of it. This is the way it was. Nityananda and his followers were boldly preaching this, showing it, demonstrating like us. Therefore, it's flying here, man. Look at salted bread, giving up thousands of these mundane gurus who are just interested in getting their feet washed. And being served, they just want to be a king. That's it. They think life is about being a great king, important person, but in the eyes of devotees, they're unimportant. It's the way this mercy of Lord Chaitanya is like that. Even my disciples, when you get bhakti, you'll think that these guys are unimportant. You get the mentality of Lord Chaitanya. He saw everything else like straw. He saw, Brahmins, they can't even purify themselves or anybody else. That's like straw, isn't it? That's not purification. And you wonder why I preach like this. I preach like Prabodhananda Saraswati. Yeah, because we got that kind of mercy, man. You got to preach like that so people can get it. Wake the fuck up. Hey, what do you think we're here? What do you think's going on here, man? Krishna, right? Krish and that the pleasure, the supreme pleasure. What is it you're not getting out there? I love the cameraman. I can just fucking blast out to the whole world on Facebook Live. For 30 days, it'll stay on there. Yeah, and Krishna, isn't it amazing? 20 years, you're wondering, what is it? Was something wrong out there with these fuckers, man? What's wrong? What's wrong is there was not any Krishna, especially the pleasure. Not enough of the pleasure around, man. We got all these dry rules. They say, Krishna consciousness is all about rules and ceremonies, all that hard work. All I have to do is Krishna. And I got the highest purification, the greatest pleasure, the greatest association
What's
comes
wrong
from
is
that.
there was
Again,
not
only
any
great
Krishna.
people don't get into these hard
Especially
heads,
the pleasure.
Especially the na. See, I heard it echo. Yeah, you can't say enough about Krishna, you know? Does that make sense, Freddie, or am I a madman? What's your perspective on this?
It makes sense, and you are a madman.
Oh.
That's the natural state of Vrindavan residents. They become madman, madman, and mad women.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's the chanting. The everybody that got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, the ordinary devotees who didn't quite get it because they were like on the outside still. They said, "Look at this, Lord Chaitanya. These people, they become madmen when they associate with him and become his followers." See, that's the result here. If you come and become Gaurahari Das's follower, disciple and friend, you think, oh, I'm gonna be, this guy wants to control me, and and all that. No, the payment is good, man. The wages are high here. God's happiness. Because if you don't become a disciple and friend, look what happens with the Coles and Johans, right? That ain't gonna work. We can't do anything with those kind of people, man. We got to throw them on the outside. We mark them with Krishna's footprints and throw them on the outside there. Yeah. Yeah, Krishna. Let's see okay, glories of the holy name. This is according to Google. The holy name of Krishna holds immense spiritual significance and is believed to bestow fearlessness and salvation. According to various scriptures, chanting the holy name of Krishna can drive away monsters, demons, evil spirits, ghosts, and other spiritual beings, putting an end to all sufferings. See? And that's the external thing. That's like when you join a company and you're part of the company, and they give you all of these benefits. No ghosts will bother you. You'll it's like getting a company car. All of the salvation, all that stuff. But that's a product of pure devotional service. See, so it doesn't say, wow, those, see, even this stuff needs to be explained. Google, this AI is just not, it just doesn't have the feeling part of it. So therefore it can't know the true glories of the holy name. Yeah. Where does it talk about the supreme pleasure and transcendental mellows, right, Fanny? It doesn't talk about the best part of the name. The happiness of the supreme absolute truth is really high, and everything comes from that complete pleasure of knowing the truth, realizing revelation of the truth, all of that stuff, and the pleasure. Okay? People come here, you'll get all that automatically. Ghosts won't bother you, all that stuff. Automatically, you'll say salvation, all that stuff. But if you stick it out and get purified, you'll chant purely, in without any material motive, just pure relish, pure eating, like a fucking dog. You ever see a dog eating? It's not thinking anything else but food. Okay. Be chomping on Krishna's whole. Don't worry, he'll survive. Krishna, you can eat him, and he will live. Matter of fact, you will live. Remember, what did Jesus say? I'm the bread of life. It means something about eating, right? What does it mean? I'm the bread of fucking. It means something to eat, something you taste, right? Something you relish. See, that's Lord Chaitanya said, okay, I'm coming here to explain what it is that Jesus said. I'm the bread of life. See, that's transcendental mellows. You chew these mellows, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. And then you show the world that you're eating a fantastic meal. Great meal. And it shows on your face. Right there, Fanny? What do you think? What's going through your head there? A penny for your thoughts.
It's great that example of dog is great. It's like, yeah, it just jumps on it and it's full on just enjoying, relishing it. And yeah, that's great. I mean, I was thinking you're bringing us to that stage, Gurva, just like you're bringing most of us, like, most of us are there, and the rest we are, we're coming to that stage where we can actually relish this. And that other things which used to bother, or, like the voices in the head or outside, they have no influence on this anymore. It feels like it's a cruise. It feels great at this stage. It feels really great. It's really enjoyable. It's really lovable. So yeah, that's what I can say. So thank you so much for giving us, this fuel for enjoyment. And it's like fuel, fire. You put that, and then you keep lighting it up, and then it keeps going up and up and up and up. I like this. And people may come,
Yeah,
go, they may, all these upheavals, you may talk about it at like 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 1 year, however long. It's just, I was just thinking, it's like the pastimes, do you complain, say, why is someone talking about Kalia's pastime? No, we don't. We know it's a Christian's past. And when you talk about Cole and Amy and all these things, as it goes on, I see that's exactly like that. So it's great, as in newer and newer angles to it, newer and newer dimensions. I used to feel very vexed when you used to talk about Lalita at the time when, in Nottingham. I say, why she's,
yeah,
leave her at peace. Why is he always bringing her name and all that? But then now I don't see this Amy's episode like that. In me personally, I see the progression. It's not about
yeah,
someone or something. It's not about that. For me personally, I see great
yeah,
progression.
yeah. Yeah, it's about getting things clear. This is part of getting things clear, like what's going on here, because this is how Krishna helps us figure it out. It's discussing the pastimes of Krishna, but in a very relevant way. I mean, it's a way that we can understand. And yeah, so it's great. I mean, I can't think of a better place to be to understand Bhagavatam, if you consider this worthy to discuss and understand. Otherwise, it's just all this intellectual jargon that these guys give these boring Bhagavatam classes with just, Krishna this and Krishna that, but there's no depth, substance, like relevance. See, this is all like relevant stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's our personal journey, together even, and it's really showing that we're really kind of like, we're in the plane, man. And maybe there's some turbulence sometimes, but we keep flying. See, the ones we're of one mind. You see, the plane keeps going, and maybe a little turbulence sometimes, and then it smooths out. So we're at that stage instead of the whole fucking sangha breaking up because somebody like Johan or Cole comes along and does their little thing. No, a little turbulence, and then it smooths out because and it's beautiful. It's great. Hey, Fani's mother.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, all of you.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah. Oh yeah, the glories of the Lord. Let's see here. Let's see the vow. Okay, drive away monsters, demons, and evil spirits and ghosts. Yeah, and part of driving that away. See that if you read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it talks about in chapter 3-4. That's the incidental thing that needs to be done, is to drive away the ghosts, the spirits, and all of that, because they sometimes come to harass. So we have to get rid of that, or purify that. People have to be purified of ghosts. That has to be exorcised out of people. And if it doesn't go, they go with it. You see, they follow the spirits. Remember, like Kalya's talking about Kalya's wives. So Kalya had these wives, and so he got kicked out of Vrindavan, and the wives naturally went with their husband. See? because Krishna was not their husband. See, so they followed their husband, and so how do I know this? Well, I see that happening here. When Kalya comes here in the form of these persons who are speculators and challengers, imitators, the Putana, they're all kind of related relatives in one body. You got a Putana and you got a Kalya in one body, and you got a donkey. See? So, and when you show donkeys, these persons, what happens? It's like throwing holy water on. It's like throwing holy water on a vampire. They come to suck some energy here. So we put the donkey up. It's kind of like a cross. You hang the cross up. It gets rid of the fucking ghosts and the vampires and the Kalyas and the Putanas. So now we have. So I hope somebody's taking care of that donkey. It's a very good protection here in our Sangha. All we have to do, if we see some suspect, we just hold it up and the person will go, ah! and run away. Sorry, Cole. I know you're watching this, man. So just gotta, but that's the truth, man. So that's what happened there. Yeah. See, the ghost in you could have went, but you went. You believe in ghosts. That's the thing. See, when you meet a bona fide spiritual master, that'll get all that crap out of you. But you got to believe in their opinion. That's another thing. I was hearing the Lord Chaitanya going to South India, and how they were converted down there. He preached to them his bhakti cult, and if they gave it up. But they wrote it like, well, everybody. No, not everybody gave it up. Of course not. Just like here, not everybody gives it up. Even though we present things, I mean, even like Fani can appreciate the logic and the clarity here and everything, but not everybody can. But those who do, then you enter into this, because that's how you get purified, is you got to hear the word. See, and this bhakti is born of this word, not a Kol word, not a Johan word, this word. See, it's a pure word, and it awakens this pure devotion, and you cultivate it like that. And you see, the word keeps you in line, because as soon as you think, I don't agree that Gaurahari is talking about Guru Tattva, that he's captain. We're also captain. That's what they did with Moses. And Moses, see, Guru is one. He fell on his face. He said, please don't do this sinful thing. Madhavinda Puri did the same thing. Please don't do this sinful thing, Raman. Do not instruct your fucking guru on Brahman or something else. I'm your guru, for God. No, I'm here to instruct you. This is the way it is. My opinion is right. I don't agree. See, so the book, the word, is to purify people, keep them on track. And others who don't want to stay on track, the Buddhists, they didn't agree with the word that Lord Chaitanya met. Matter of fact, they tried to harm the Lord, and that rebounded on them. So it didn't work out. Luckily, somehow or other, yeah. So anyway, but that's so the word is important. The conclusive understanding is very important. Keeps us on track, and it purifies us. It keeps the ghosts out of our life. These ghosts, or these spirits, the lower spirits. See the vibration? Otherwise, you go chase those. You hear those voices, you'll go follow those voices. You got to follow the guru's voice. The voice, and it's proven. See, we do Guru Tattva. After a while, you start to appreciate this. You start to really like clarity. The scriptures are so beautiful as they are, so logical. But I even have to tweak it a little bit, because Prabhupada sometimes, he puts in some Vaidhi mixtures in the verses. I have to go to the word for word to kind of sort it out. But when you got a real guru, we can do this. And you'll see, it's, then you get the clear, these things are, the word is God. It really is. That's a product of devotion. Pure devotion gives you the pure word or the pure concept of who God is, what he is. And if you hear from such a devotee, now you're talking purification. You see why you got to give up that opinion? If you start praising demons and kalyas and all that, that's showing that, oh, you know so much about bhakti. You're so intelligent. How can you walk this path? That's why it says, those who abandon their opinions. Where has your opinion gotten you? You know? Do you want to? If your opinion gets you to this place, it's probably the right opinion. Oh, Shama Sundari, what do you think? You're looking kind of blissful today. Anything you'd like to share with us?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, devotees. All glories to you, Gaurahari. I live in the world of frequency, and I really love this frequency. It's healing for me. It's prosperity for me. I feel like the one. I feel like devotee who is the one in my relationship with God. I feel very, very fortunate, and I always was this frequency woman. Like you could say something, but if I didn't feel it, it didn't make sense. It was bullshit. Sometimes you hear this in their voice, and this what is happening here is this is the tube to the transcendental highest realm. And sometimes, because I work in internet, sometimes I see what people are fighting about, and this is the more programmed and the more in modes they are, the more proud they are. They are fighting, the modes between themselves, and it's so pathetic and boring. And because you said just 5 minutes ago, I don't know, you said something, and I because yesterday I was reading what Amy was chatting in the chat, and it looked like she didn't came here for that. She came here for something different, and she was like venting, like all those people who are coming just to spread their opinion. And when there is no receiver of this venting, they go away. But it's funny because from time to time, they say it also in the words, not only in frequency, because she wrote yesterday, she was like venting. You were doing transcendental lecture, and she was like completely somewhere different on another frequency. Like it didn't touch from her point of speaking. And she wrote something, I don't even know why I am here. And we know what she meant, but when you see from the transcendental platform, it's funny. Yeah, you don't know why you're here. You completely don't know why you're here, because you are not here for the same reason we are, like receive to that. Only that.
Actually, she does know. When a person says that, they do know why they're here. See, they're saying like, I don't know why here, basically because they're not getting what they want. Yeah, they have something they want to get, but they're not. Well, I don't know why I'm here. I'm not getting what I want. I want something. It's not what we're giving. It's something that to do with them. Paul came to the same conclusion a year ago. He said, I don't know why I'm here. I'm not getting like what I want. I thought he wanted to be a disciple, and he was acting like a disciple. But no, he said, no, I came here because I'm ecstatic devotee like you.
This is what mundane people those modes are using this a lot. For example, people are arguing and they say there is no sense to talk to you, but this is just performers. If there is no sense, then don't
Yeah.
fucking talk to me. But they are saying those
Yeah.
stuffs, the words, without complete no substance at all.
Well, they just want to see. They say, "I don't know why I'm talking to you," and because they have an idea of what they want. See, that's the thing. And if they're not getting that, then it's like not fruitful for them. You know, it's not. Yeah, the world. It's the fucking world. You know, just.
Yeah, it's getting creepier and creepier. I think more we are becoming clear, some people in the world becoming more pathetic. You know, like
yeah,
there is big distinguish.
yeah. Okay, so the valor of the holy name never unveils itself whenever there is any uncertainty regarding the holy name's potency. Oh, interesting. The valor of the holy name never reveals itself whenever there is an uncertainty regarding the name's potency. And that's kind of true. If you have doubt in the holy name, that's why you need to be around experienced devotees where you can see, oh, they're getting the result of that chanting. Oh, yeah. And it instills some, what do you call it? Encouragement, some faith in the association. And you're picking up the vibes, see, and you're getting purified of these things. And then Krishna he gives you a reward. The reward is a taste, for being in this fire here. Yeah. So Lord Vishnu is infinitely powerful. This is a Google search. And simply by chanting his name and glories, one can overcome all kinds of diseases, sufferings, troubles, and calamities. See, that's just the side benefit. And that's kind of like the candy. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean if I chant Krishna's holy name, then I can get rid of all my problems. Yeah, that's true. But there's that's if that's the only reason why you're chanting, then when maybe you get started to get free, then but you're just at that level. You need to be with a devotee that has a higher perception of the name. See, even Google, you can't count on Google to understand all these things either. Chanting the holy name of Krishna is the ultimate objective of life and is considered the most sought after auspiciousness and the great treasure of one's own life. Yeah, and it's up the point of liberation. Yeah, chant so you can be liberated from your miseries. That they're saying that is the goal, so yeah, this is the greatest thing, is liberation. But you see, Lord Chaitanya came to teach that about this concept of simultaneous oneness and difference. See, simultaneous oneness is the oneness being one with God, see? But as also like a little enjoyer, a taster of pleasure of God's of who God is and what God is. So this is the main thing, is pure devotional service, this pure taste for the name of God. This is what it's about. And it's so funny, it's interesting. The Google is not quite, it should be picking up information from everywhere, but it shows you how confidential this is. Even though it's in the BIC and everything, but it's almost like Krishna's keeping it a secret until you meet a real devotee. Isn't that interesting? Google's not picking that up here. It just tells you, oh yeah, you just chant for liberation. Shows you the general mass of consciousness is like that. They're just looking to be saved and salvation, like your father there, Fanny. They want to just get it to the point of looking into the sky, enjoying the vast sky. It's kind of nice. I mean, look up there.
And also, Google doesn't Google doesn't reveal that it has to be chanted with devotion. That is the most important key, to get the results of the chanting.
Yeah, that's another thing. Just yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't have much devotion, you can still get some liberation from the name. It's powerful like that. They call that like Namabas. Namabas is a clearing stage. Ajamil did that kind of chanting, but to complete his process, he had to go to Haridwar and do austerities. But that even that is a tough path, So but that's Bhagavatam. That's like thousands of years before Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya's made it much easier. He sent his very intimate associates, and by being with them, you get the results of people that have done so many austerities in bygone times to get bhakti. Just like Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, it said they did austerities to attain Krishna for 60,000 years. But if you were to go, if they were here as guru, as a teacher, or like in the past times, and you associated with Mother Sachi and Nanda and Jagannath Mishra, they were that was their other incarnation, you would get this bhakti so easily. You wouldn't have to do all those austerities that they did. It's the same thing here. You don't have to do the austerities that whatever ecstatic devotee is here. All you have to do is be in their association. Give them a little respect, for God's sakes, and at least, accept the opinion of Guru if you can do that. Otherwise, you're taken out of the association of devotees here. See? What a small price to pay to get so much. See? Just because you want to be teacher, just because you want to be better than your guru, even. But if you go for the kingdom, what do you get? You get pure devotional service, which is not attainable by who can live 60,000 years to get with Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda got, or Devaki. They also did a long course of austerities. Yeah. Salted bread, give us a word. What's going on?
Gurudev, everybody's in bliss. When we are hearing your lecture, I see everybody has a nice smile, and it's a sublime smile from the heart. Whereas you do not find this kind of sangha where people be seriously sitting like this, very serious things happening. But you, as you said, that Krishna has taken his friends and Gopas with laughing and playing to Krishna. This is how you are taking us with ecstasy, with happiness. Everybody has a smile. You taking so while just hearing, I'm just enjoying the relishing your pastimes, each and everything, Gurudev. It's a very blissful, a very sublime, and it's very relishable. Very, I don't know. It's very fantastic, Gurudev. I don't have words. Maybe I'll search in Google words and get improve my English and tell you. Probably I'll ask Amy to give me some good English words and serve Gurudev by teaching me good English. Words to use against you. So probably this is the fantastic thing, Gurudev, and you are actually a forecaster, Gurudev. You forecast things quite well. You told me when I told you about my older ex Gurudev, you told you are more stronger than him, and I never knew what you told. What I said, how can I be stronger than him? He's Prabhupada's disciple, and he's been serving for 50 years. In USA, Texas, directly disciple. But then when I told him about my Raghunaga Bhakti to him, that I am having tears, and he never trust. He made a mockery on me, and he pointed a few things, and next day he fell down bathroom. So then I understood you are a forecaster. You are not. You're different guru. You are a different guru tattva Gurudev. I cannot explain you. You're a funny guy, Gurudev. You're a really deep guy. I can tell you that. And then I understood I'm stronger. I'm stronger than him because you told me that. And then after that, I didn't mind, telling bad word against him because he is just corrupting things, spoiling things. He's just spoiling the Vairi Bhakti, making things slower for devotees. People are stuck here. So now, friend of everybody, I just tell that fat man, I have no problem, Gurudev. Earlier I was having doubts in my mind. What should I tell him? But now I have his videos. I'm going to post down his videos of his anger, everything. Anyways, Gurudev, thank you very much, Gurudev, for this sublime class. We are all blissed here. In the faces, everybody has a bliss smile when they are hearing your lecture, Gurudev. Yeah.
Boy, you guys enjoying more than me. This is amazing. Yeah. Well, hey, that's what the principle is very simple. You're coming here, and Lord Chaitanya's mercy is here and not there. They have no symptoms of having the mercy. They don't have faith in Lord Chaitanya. They think I'm going to attain Krishna by austerities, by being good or being best or being superstar, and you are here, and where the Lord is given by the grace, you're following the path of grace. They don't know this path of grace. Their guru didn't give them this grace. The guru gave them the grace of taking many lifetimes before they attain prema bhakti. That's not a lot of grace, I wouldn't say, would you? I mean, isn't it more grace here? You come here and you get tears. There, it's like an offense, actually, just like in ISKCON, it's an offense to have tears in front of people. It's so hypocrite. I tell you, it's so much hypocrisy in religion. Because I've heard like you can cry one tear and everything, but don't show any tears. See, it's okay. Yes, you got to show tears, but don't show them. It's offensive, to show tears. How the hell are we gonna, how are you gonna know Lord Chaitanya if it's all a big secret?
Why gurus in ISKCON cannot tell, they tell not to have tears for his disciple, because if disciple have tears, then he's more exalted than the guru. So guru cannot have tears because they are in false pride, false illusion. They cannot have tears. So the guru cannot see disciples having tears.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, they think, Gaurahari, why you talk about these gurus and everything? But they talk about each other. I was there in Narayan's talking about all these other, it's okay for that. I'm talking about real truth, but I should shut up, right? They talk about all these other people and all of this stuff, and say, don't go to this Babaji, don't go to ISKCON, don't do this and all that. See, they talk, but they can't do this here. So I talk, because that's what Guru does. We talk about the obstacles and they personalize them. You notice everybody in the Bhagavatam had a fucking name, didn't they? It wasn't some Gaudy over there. No, Daksha. You know Daksha? Yeah. You know Narayan Raj? You know Radhanath? This is a personal philosophy. But they want to impersonal. Oh no, don't say anything specific. It's all impersonal, just kind of nebulous up in the air there. Just to speak about generalized ideas. No, this is personal, man. We got to say, hey, okay, where do I have this personal situation happening in my life? Where's the daksha in my life? Where's a person envious of Shiva, a pure devotee, an ecstatic? See how we take it deeper? See, it's not Shiva, the picture of Shiva. No, it's the real picture of Shiva. Shiva is a devotee, ecstatic devotee, beating the tom-tom, dancing like a madman, singing Hare Krishna. That's Shiva. With those symptoms, where's a Shiva-like personality? If you find them, you're going to find plenty of dakshas playing the same envious, jealous trip. And they'll go by the names Johan and Cole. Sweetly saying, I don't speak in any envy. I'm a Mr. Nice Guy and everything. But I'm going to poison your ass by making you unfaithful. I'm going to tell you, you're not getting purified with Gaurahari. You're being abused. You fucking sweet, poisonous pieces of shit. care how much perfume you put on shit, it's still shit, right, Funny? Sorry there. I'm glad she doesn't speak English, you know.
Gurudev, Prabhupada told whether a dry shit or wet shit, it's a shit. Prabhupada told that.
Fucking sweet people there, but he speaks so sweetly. He's so kind and all that. Well, Kalya was also, Putana, the false representative of Vrindavan, like Cole claims, don't they claim we're prema bhaktas? Doesn't he say I got prema? And his words are the divine words from the ninth dimension. What the fuck is he trying to pull off here, man? What, you don't like me calling the fucking spade a spade? Well, you know, he's so nice and he's sweet, and there's sweet fucking poison, man. It's poison. Amy, you're being poisoned. You were poisoned. Just the poison from that Kalya thing that came over you, and you just got a whiff of it, and your bhakti is dead. That's the real truth. Of course, you can't handle it, but you know, a madman must speak about truth. All this bullshit is going on, man. You know, usually the acharyas, they just see it and they keep their mouth shut. But Gaurahari, I got the order. Prabhupada said, yeah, fucking call them. Everything I held back on, you just tell them. You make it clear about the God Brothers. You make it clear about ISKCON and where they're at. You make it clear what is real bhakti. You know? What does it say? The person who has a chance holy name becomes bold and fearless. What are you got this smirk on it? What is Freddie? What are you smiling about?
I'm still thinking about this perfume third. Come to our sangha. We have perfume thirds. It smells so nice.
Isn't that true though? You got some shit to put on your plate called speculation, you know, ninth dimensional speculation, and we'll put a little perfume on to make it go down nicer.
We produce nine-dimensional thirds.
Thank you, shit.
But I don't realize for the real shit they have to be here.
That's why they don't see. That's why they get purified up to. Well, they don't get very purified. Actually, they can't even understand Guru Tattva, so they want to keep it. You know, keep it. So anyway, that's kind of what's happening. Yeah. Govinda, give us a word. Thank you, there, Freddie.
Oh, yeah, I'm having this beautiful dialogue with Chaitanya. How much, and it's the covenant, because you really brought this into my consciousness, this covenant, and I feel it. We're having that because we've been given eternity. You've given us eternity, and I would really love to go to the places of pilgrimage, Mahaprabhu's places, and glorify you, and make videos, a journey of it, and whether I do it in this life or not, I know that there's a desire there, and I can be able to do it in another life. And that's, you've given that freedom beyond death. Everyone's interested in death, but you've given this, and it's beautiful. I'm meditating on that, and it gives me so much pleasure. Gaurahari, thank you, man. You're just extraordinary, and I would never have this wonderful life if it wasn't for you. No way. These persons, they can't come close, man. They could come close if they were sincere, but you know, they want to be the teacher. But what could I instruct you? What could Rangaleka instruct you with? You learnt us, and you showed us, and you give more, as I share, than darshan of Gopal Krishna and Radhika in the rooms. I love you, man, what you're giving, and all the beautiful devotees here. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the devotees who want to come close on inside, they come in, they get purified here, but not everybody can, and they have to go on, be on the outside more. That's just how it works. Um,
Mm.
yeah, and on one level, people got to follow their heart. Like you are what you are. And you can't be any different. Really. So you either get it. You're like I'll preach here what I preach, and everybody will take it how they take it. If it's meant to take root, then it'll take root, and people will go to the deeper levels here. And yeah, it's under Krishna's control. This destiny. What do you think, Lalita?
I don't know, Guru Maharaj. A lot. I have been thinking a lot, and then when you say give me a word, I don't know anything anymore.
I got to catch you early. Next time I'll know. Next time I'll catch you.
No. It's not a problem. It's just, yeah, there is a lot going on in my mind when you say I could interrupt you every time, but I don't want to do that, of course.
No,
Like you
why don't
say,
you interrupt me? Interrupt me next time. Let's try that out.
no, I don't do that. No, I don't like it because I enjoy too much your preaching.
Oh, okay.
And I know that I don't want to be interrupted when I'm in the flow because you know how it goes. So, you know how it goes. You don't want to stop feeding Krishna, Guru Maharaj, and I don't want to take your food.
Well, wait a
too
second.
much.
Wait a second. There's a nice example of this. See, when you're spirit filled, then there's different principles. Okay. Now, there was this kind of church that people would go to, and they were spirit filled, and they would just wait. And when the spirit would fill them, they would just speak. It didn't matter interrupting somebody; it would just come, and they would just do it. So, if you want to experiment a little bit, you can try that sometime and see how that works.
I do it sometimes, and I wait carefully when there is a hole, and I jump in.
You can make a hole sometimes. Sometimes you got to make. I do. I mean, I don't wait for people. Sometimes I'll interrupt Freddie or somebody or you or anybody.
Yeah, but I don't like it because I am then.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of.
So I don't want to.
Yeah.
But what you say there, Guru Maharaj, you try to find about Krishna, about the name on Google. You can try to find information everywhere. But actually, the real information about Krishna, you find it in his body, in him, in his... You got to receive his body first. To know how he is and to have all these deep understanding that Vrindavan is non-different from him, etc., etc. All those explanations, he's giving you that when you are getting into that intimate environment with Krishna, and there you get his depth, he starts to share his depth with you. And without that seed of devotion that you are delivering us, those things are not possible. You without this mercy of Chaitanya, you cannot know God like you know God. You are the perfect example, and you give that to us drop by drop. That is what I experience here all those years. People who just have an awakening have most of the time a big mouth, and then they think they are going to do the same, and they think that they can teach you, and that's not the case, not at all. You've got to go through the process over and grow up little by little, and that intimacy with the Lord grows. You've got to become a trustworthy one, and therefore you need to go through the fire for him.
Yeah. I mean, you can see in the pastimes with Ramachandra Puri and and Ishvarapuri and Madhavendapuri, in that those three. So Ishvarapuri got the real mercy because he had close association with Madhavendapuri, and he served him sincerely and humbly, like a real. He was his guru, master. Ramachandra Puri got initiated like Ishvarapuri, but he maintained the attitude, I'm the teacher of my teacher. See, and he wanted to be on an equal level. He wanted to, that's the Brahman level, is equally disposed to everybody, even guru. See, that's that oneness. And so he could never go deeper. And then he maintained that attitude his whole life. His whole life was, even when he met Lord Chaitanya years and years later, he didn't change. See, that's the thing. He never got purified of that. He stayed like always a fault finder, finding faults with elevated devotees. Yeah. And so it just depends. People, the Lord Chaitanya took initiation from Ishvarapuri. He didn't take it from Ramachandra Puri. Okay, so that's how you get the real line. You got to go to the ecstatic devotee line here. That's us. This is really so real. It's becoming so clear that there's really no excuse for not accepting the real line if you really want to find God in this life. There's no reason, because it's all here.
You've got to find the master, Guru Maharaj. I'm convinced. I'm really convinced. You've got to find
and the way you find it,
you.
See, now it's not only you have the spiritual master here, you have the real disciples here. See, so it's not like you just got the guru here. You have sincere disciples who are getting the fructification of this ecstatic devotion. See, so this is uncommon. This is not very unusual. Very unusual, because then people have no real excuse not to get this. You got a real guru, you got real disciples here who are getting real bhakti. So this is growing, gradually. I wonder what happened to George. Did he fly away?
Me too.
I was so concerned that he might float away. He's just the newcomers. You gotta try to keep them. See, here we're like fishermen of men. Literally. You throw out the bait. And hopefully they catch the line. Hopefully they stay on the line. Long enough.
He's digesting.
Yeah.
Digesting.
Yeah. Okay, so Aruna, why don't you sing us a song? Thank you there, Lily.
Yeah.
Want to sing us a song, Aruna?
अरुणा माता जी, आपको एक गाना बोलने के लिए बोल रहे हैं कृष्णा के लिए, माता जी।
हरे कृष्णा।
गाना गाइए कृष्णा के लिए, गुरु बोल रहे हैं।
हरे अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवम् वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवम। कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, तो द्रौपदी की तरह बुलाते नहीं, तो द्रौपदी की तरह बुलाते नहीं। अच्युतं कृष्ण दामोदरं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवम् कौन कहता है भगवान सुनते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान सुनते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान सुनते नहीं। तूत शबरी के तरह गाते नहीं, कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाल गाते रहो, काम करते रहो, नाम जपते रहो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाल गाते रहो, काम करते रहो, नाम जपते रहो। कौन कहता है भगवान काते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान काते नहीं, दोष बरी की तरह खिलाते नहीं, बरी की तरह खिलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम वासुदेवम भजे श्रीधर वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवं। कौन कहता है भगवान नाचे नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, तो गोपिकों की तरह नाचते नहीं, तो गोपिकों तू नाचे नहीं। एवं कृष्ण दामोदरो वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरो माधवं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरो माधवं। कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं, तू यशोदा मैया की तरह सिलाते नहीं, यशोदा मैया के तरह सिलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवं। कौन कहता है भगवान संग करते नहीं, सत्संग करके भक्तों के पास रहते हैं, भक्तों के पास रहते हैं। कौन कहता है भगवान सुनते नहीं, तो मीरा की तरह गाते नहीं, तो मीरा की तरह गाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवं वासुदेवं भजे श्रीधरं माधवम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। राधे राधे गोविंद, राधे 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 गोविंद, राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण। नमस्कार गुरु महाराज।
Hari bol.
Wow, that was
Hey, boy.
fantastic. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, it's getting better all the time, man. This is really, really nice. The great vibration. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to call it a time because it's getting a little bit late here. And then Lolita will go whenever she wants to. And yeah, and I'll see you guys in the morning.
Awesome.
Haribo, everybody.
Hare
Oh,
Krishna.
glorious.